Chimpanzees, known for their playful nature, intelligence, and deep social bonds, they've long captured our hearts and imaginations. For years, they were seen as gentle, curious creatures living in harmony with one another. But beneath that friendly exterior lies a darker, more complex reality. What happens when these social bonds break? What are chimps really capable of when survival is at stake? Today, we dive into one of the most shocking discoveries in the study of animal behavior, the Gombe Chimpanzee War, a war that changed everything we thought we knew about chimpanzees. The Gombe Chimpanzee War, also known as the 4-Year War, marks one of the most shocking revelations. Before this war broke out, the world viewed chimpanzees as gentle, sociable creatures, free from the complexities of violence and organized conflict. Jane Goodall's pioneering research in Tanzania had painted a picture of these animals as playful, compassionate, and deeply bonded within their families. But in 1974, a dark and unexpected side of chimpanzee behavior emerged at Gombe Stream National Park in Tanzania. For 4 long years, 2 groups of chimps, once part of the same larger community, engaged in a violent and brutal conflict that shattered the idealized view of these animals. At first, Gombe was a place of harmony. The chimpanzees roamed freely, with Goodall documenting their strong bonds and intelligence. The discovery of their tool use, like fishing for termites with sticks, captured the imagination of scientists and animal lovers alike. These were creatures capable of empathy, sharing, and even caring for each other's young. But as their population grew and competition for resources increased, tension slowly began to surface. The community eventually split into 2 factions, the Kasakela and the Kahama. What began as small territorial disputes over food and space spiraled into something darker. Over the course of 4 years, the Kasakela group systematically hunted down and killed members of the smaller Kahama group using coordinated strategic attacks. These were not isolated skirmishes. This was a war, and it was disturbingly similar to human warfare. Chimpanzees that had once groomed each other and played together now engaged in acts of violence. The war saw brutal ambushes where chimps would gang up on an isolated individual, beating them, biting them, and leaving them to die. The killings were cold, calculated, and relentless as the Kasakela sought to wipe out their former allies entirely. By the end of the war in 1978, the Kahama group had been annihilated. The world was stunned. For decades, chimpanzees had been a symbol of innocence, of a peaceful existence in the wild. The Gombe Chimpanzee War shattered this image and forced people to reconsider what they thought they knew about these animals. The dark side of chimpanzees, revealed through this war, is a reminder of the complexity of nature. The Gombe War forces us to see chimps not just as playful creatures, but as beings with a full range of behaviors.